Gentlemen, we are now in unit number 5. Speaking to inform. Informative speaking is all around us. It is something most of us do every day. Whenever we give directions to someone, explain a problem to a mechanic, or describe an illness to a doctor, we all are speaking to inform. Any speech is informative if it presents information to an audience. A student report, a teacher's lecture, and talk about fire safety at the neighborhood meeting are all examples of the types of informative speeches you're likely to hear or give. Your challenge in this chapter will be to learn how to present information simply and clearly so that the listeners can understand and remember it easily. When you complete this chapter, you will know how to analyze an audience, choose and research a topic, outline and organize information, plan, prepare, and present a speech to inform. An informative speech involves 6 major steps. Number 1, you analyze the topic and then choose a topic. After choosing a topic, you narrow down the topic and arrive at a specific topic. After deciding the topic, you gather all the information. In step 5, you prepare the presentation aids, and finally you organize your speech and then make a successful delivery to an audience. Now let's take the first step, analyzing the audience. Start preparing for your informative speech by getting as much information about the audience as you can. Knowing about the audience will help you prepare a speech that is relevant and interesting to your listeners. Here is what you need to know. The age range. What's the age? The age range of your audience. What topics do you interest them? And the gender? What is the gender of your audience? Is it both men and women? Choose a topic that's interesting for both. On the other hand, if there are only men or only women, you can choose a topic or specific interest to that group. Number 3, the occupation. Is the audience made up of college students, or do they have jobs and check their economic levels? What are the financial position of your audience? Like, for example, try not to inform the average college student of how to negotiate the purchase of a luxury yacht. However, it might be a great topic for wealthy retirees. And finally, check the general background. Are the listeners married? Do they have children? What about their attitudes and all this stuff? The second step, choosing your topic. You need to be very careful while choosing a topic. For example, you can choose a topic about an experience you remember vividly, or something you care about deeply, a social problem or something you are skilled your experience doing, and a subject that you are very knowledgeable about. After selecting your topic, the next step in your speech preparation is to narrow your topic. It's important to do this as it is impossible to say everything about a topic in a short speech. How do you narrow an informative topic effectively? Make your topic specific. Limit your topic to one particular aspect. For example, the topic hurricanes is too general, but preparing for hurricanes and dangerous effects of hurricanes are specific. Soccer is too broad, but the history of soccer or the basic rules of soccer can be covered in a short speech. Then make sure your topic covers just one idea, and your topic should be achievable. Now that your topic is ready, you can start to gather information so that you can prepare your speech. Try to find information about your topic. You can take from books or you can Google it. Make a search on the library or on the internet and start preparing all your information. Once you have gathered all the information, start preparing the presentation aids. Always plan to include audio or visual aids in your speech to inform. The presentation aids help your audience to see and experience what you are talking about. You may give a graph or a picture or a video or an audio, but make sure that it's effective and it suits the subject. After you have completed your research and prepared visual aids, the next step is to organize your speech. Get your speech in the correct structure, prepare the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Put it in an order. And then make a summary. It should be almost like preparing an essay. So as usual, like an essay, you need to prepare a hook. Maybe you can ask the rhetorical question, or you tell a story, state something surprising and a well-known quotation. So the opening should be very attractive and then go to the body paragraph and finally give the summation. After preparing the speech, try to practice it. Practice until you get fully confident. So now let's look at a presentation. This is Patel's model speech. Listen carefully and check the structure like the introduction, body, and the conclusion.
Chapter 5. Speaking to Inform. Page 102. Activity 1. Listen to Patel's model speech. Notice the following components: attention getter, preview, body, summary, memorable final remarks, and transitions to connect the components.
It might be beautiful to watch, but it can kill you. Every year, it kills at least 60 people in the United States and causes brain damage in hundreds of others. What do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about lightning. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 aspects of lightning. Listen carefully, because the information I give you might save your life. First, I'll explain the reasons why people get struck by lightning, both outdoors and indoors. Second, I'll teach you how to avoid being struck by lightning while outside. And third, I'll share expert advice about safety tips to follow indoors during a storm. So to begin, let's look at why people get killed or hurt by lightning. First, people get hit by lightning outdoors because they get caught in a storm and can't get to a safe place. Another reason people get struck is that they wait too long before getting to a safe place. And third, some people get hit because they don't wait until it's safe to leave their shelters. Believe it or not, people can also get struck by lightning inside their homes. You might wonder, how can lightning get into my house? Well, it can. There are 2 main ways. It can strike the house directly, or it can strike wires or pipes that extend outside the building and be transmitted inside by those wires or pipes. If you're using any electrical appliances or plumbing fixtures during a storm, you're at risk. Now you understand how people get hit by lightning. So how can you avoid being a victim of a lightning attack? First, let's talk about what to do if you're outside. The most important thing is to have a lightning safety plan and decide in advance where you'll go if you get caught in a storm. The safest place is inside a fully enclosed building. If there's no building close by, then get inside a car or truck with a hard top and stay there until it's safe to come out. Second, you should monitor the weather, especially during the summer, the peak season for lightning strikes. Look for signs of a storm before planning an outdoor activity. If you see any flashes of lightning, you shouldn't go out. Third, as soon as you hear thunder, get to a safe shelter. Remember this slogan: when thunder roars, go indoors. Let me show you a lightning safety poster I found online at the National Weather Service website. Finally, the fourth bit of advice to avoid being hurt by lightning is to stay inside your safe shelter for at least 30 minutes after the thunder finally stops. Don't come out 1 minute before that. It's better to be safe than sorry. You now know how to avoid being hit by lightning if you're caught outside in a storm. Let's continue by learning safety tips to follow if you're indoors during a lightning storm. First, don't use any electrical appliances. For example, don't use an oven to prepare food. Turn off your computer and don't talk on a phone with a telephone cord. It's safe to use a cordless phone or a cell phone, though. Be sure to unplug electrical equipment such as lamps, televisions, toasters, and stereos before the storm arrives. And whatever you do, don't touch any electrical cords during the storm. Second, experts from the National Weather Service advise people to avoid running water during a storm. That means don't take a shower or bath, don't wash your hands, and don't wash any dishes. Now that you know how to stay safe indoors during a lightning storm, our investigation into lightning safety is complete. You should now understand 3 important facts about lightning safety. First, why people get struck by lightning. Second, how to avoid being struck by lightning outdoors. And third, safety tips to follow indoors during a thunderstorm. Keep in mind, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You'll live a long and happy life if you follow the experts' advice. Remember, when thunder roars, stay indoors.
That's all, gentlemen, for today. Now, it's your turn. Select a topic, prepare it, and get ready for your presentation. Practice again and again until you become fully confident. Remember, practice makes your presentation perfect. All the best.